Welcome along to your practice today, everyone. We're going to be working with a lot of our twisting postures today as we wring and twist ourselves almost up into pretzels. This is actually a really good way to help our bodies to unravel and unwind any physical or emotional tension we might be holding in our body that we're not even aware of. So today we're going to be looking to twist our way back to feeling free. Hope you enjoy the practice. Starting lying down on your backs in Shavasana, taking one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, allowing your eyes to gently close down. Feel the whole back side of your body supported by the earth beneath you. Taking a check-in with your own mind, noticing what's going on for you today, whether the mind is quiet or busy. Taking a scan of your body, noticing anywhere it might be feeling a little tight or tense. Just observing these areas. And noticing any places in the body that perhaps feel a little more easeful or light. And starting to find your breath moving through your body, in and out of your nose. And we're going to deepen our breath together with 3-part breath. Inhaling, filling up your belly, filling up into your ribs, filling all the way to the top of your chest. Exhaling, letting your chest, your heart soften, letting your ribs close back towards one another, letting your belly sink down towards your mat. New breath, inhaling, belly rises, ribs expand to the sides of the room. Chest fills with breath. Exhaling, chest softens, rib cage softens, belly softens. Inhale, belly inflates, ribs expand, chest fills up. Exhaling, softening your chest, letting the ribs soften, letting your belly soften. Continuing to move in your own time through this breath. And trying not to be forceful, just moving with your body. Noticing the spaces it creates for your breath. And in today's practice, trying to be really truthful, working with Satya, one of our yamas or yoga ethical guidelines. So acknowledging any limitations of your body, but also acknowledging the strengths of your body. applying Satya, truthfulness to your practice, requiring an internal focus. So in this practice today, even as we wind ourselves up into these twisted shapes, finding that feeling of unraveling, unwinding as we release out of each twist. I am unfolding. Taking 3 more breaths as you are. And allow your eyes to flutter open. Release your hands alongside you. Bring both soles of your feet onto the mat. Going to move into a reclined figure 4, starting with the right heel flexed to the outside of your left thigh, or rather the right ankle just resting below or above, the left knee. Having a gaze up if you can't understand my cues. Interlacing your fingers behind the back of your left thigh. Let your head drop back onto the mat and start to draw your left thigh in towards you, at the same time pressing your right knee back towards the front of the mat, finding a stretch along the outside of the right hip, maybe into your right glute or buttock. Find some ujjayi breath in and out through your nose. An oceanic sound as you slightly constrict the back of your throat. Helping to lengthen your breath. And release your left foot back onto the mat. Cross the right knee all the way over on top of the left. Lift your hips up slightly to the right, coming into a twist, dropping both knees down to the left, gazing back to your right hand. Take a few big breaths into the right side of your ribs. So with all of these twists, we create a little bit of a massage for our internal organs. Or we create a little bit of blockage through the center of the torso. And then when we release out of the twist, fresh oxygenated blood flooding back through the body, replenishing our organs. Really good for our digestive system twists. Coming back to center, bring the hips to the center and come into a half happy baby, just releasing your right knee down towards the outside of your right torso, or rather hugging the right knee down towards your right armpit, holding the top of the bottom of the right foot. I'll get my cues soon. And holding here, or maybe extending that right leg up towards the sky to find a hamstring stretch. It's early in the practice, so maybe you just want to take your hands behind your calf or behind the back of your thigh. Otherwise, peace fingers and thumb around your big toe, helping to extend your right heel up towards the sky. Keep drawing your right thigh bone down towards the floor, the back of the right hip down towards the floor. Keep breath flowing in and out of your nose. Lots of our twists today will also be working deep into the hamstrings, so we just want to give them a nice little bit of love and warmth here. Gently releasing that leg, letting it lower all the way down to the mat. Take a gentle rock on your heels side to side. And then switching this to the other side. Sole of the right foot on the mat, left ankle onto the right thigh. Releasing the right foot from the mat. Interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Squeeze the right knee towards you. Open the left knee back towards the front of the mat. Drawing that right knee as close as you can until you feel a stretch through the outer left hip into the left buttock. Releasing into reclined twist. Bring the sole of your right foot onto the mat. Cross the left knee all the way over the right. Lift the hips up slightly to your left. Drop both knees down to the right. Maybe gazing back to your left hand. Breathing into the left side of your body. And drawing yourself back to center. Hips into the middle of the mat. Half happy baby. Bringing the left knee this time down towards the left armpit. Taking a hold of the top of your left foot. The bottom, sorry. Or maybe hugging the back of the left thigh down towards you. Maybe staying here or extending into a hamstring stretch, letting that left heel lengthen to the sky. Maybe hands to the calves or behind the thigh. Throughout the practice, know you're your own best guide, listening to your own body. And releasing that foot all the way down to the mat. Gentle rock on your heels side to side. Bringing both soles of the feet onto the mat for a rolling bridge. Keep your heels close towards your buttocks, palms face down alongside your hips. Inhale, tilting and rolling up one vertebra at a time, lifting up away from the mat. Press into the soles of your feet. And exhale, slowly rolling back down, almost as if your knees are being pulled towards the front of the mat. Create space in between each and every part of your spine. Inhaling, rolling back up. Exhaling, rolling down. Saying hello to the upper spine, the middle spine, the lower spine. One more, roll up. And rolling down. And hovering your knees up above your hips, keeping your shins parallel to the sky. We're going to start to work a little more into our abdominals, starting by exhaling, dropping your knees over to the right side of the mat, hovering them just away from the mat. Inhale, draw your knees back up to center. Exhale, drop them over to the left side of the mat. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale to center. Starting to feel the sides of your body. Always an option, an extension of the legs. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Taking a few more. Creating a little bit of warmth through the sides of your body. One more each side. And hug your knees in towards your chest, draw your forehead towards your knees. Kick your feet and rock yourself up and back. Up and back, a little rolling boat. And we come all the way up to hovering in our boat pose. We're going to lower from boat down to canoe or low boat. So from boat you could keep the legs bent or maybe legs extended. And then we're going to lower down and come back up. Down and up. Down and up. Two more. Maybe crawling the hands up the backs of the thighs if you need. And release, cross your shins. Sukhasana with forward fold. Bring your hands out in front of you. Let your head drop down towards the mat. Let your spine round. If your hips are a little tight, you could always bring a block underneath your buttocks. Taking a few breaths in your forward fold. And adding a side stretch, walk your hands over towards the right side of your mat. Let your right hand plant as you bring the left arm up. Left bicep alongside your left ear and reaching your left fingertips over towards the right side of the room. Keep pressing your left sitting bone down towards the mat. Big stretch up the left side of your body. And release your hands down to the floor, walking your hands all the way over to the other side of the mat. This time, left hands grounded, right fingertips reaching out. Keep pressing the right sitting bone down. And coming back in towards the midline. We're going to rock our weight forward. Tuck your toes under, feet hip distance apart. And keep your knees deeply bent as we come to dangle. Ragdoll, taking a hold of opposite elbows, allowing your head to drop down towards your shins. Finding some length through your hamstrings, some length through your spine. Let gravity help you here. And release your hands down towards the mat, keeping your left hand on the mat, or maybe if you've got a block or something to raise the left hand, ground the left hand onto that object. Sweep the right arm up towards the sky, straightening through your right leg, bending through your left. And then switching to the other side, right hand down, right knee bends, left leg straightens, left arm sweeps back and up towards the sky. Releasing that down, switch to the other side, straighten through the back of the right leg, reaching right arm to sky. Exhaling forward, inhaling, reaching up and back. Exhaling forward, once more each side. And release any blocks, any props. Let yourself dangle for a moment. Heel toe your feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, hands onto the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms out and up to the sky. As you rise up to an upward salute, we're going to interlace our fingers, cross your thumbs, index fingers extend to the sky. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, press your hips to the left, reach your upper body up and over to the right. Keep engaged through your quads, keep your toes spread down into the mat. Breathe into your left lung. Inhale to center, switch up and over to the other side as you exhale. Keeping a little bit of space underneath your chin. Keeping your biceps strong alongside your ears. Inhale back to center. Exhale your hands down to your heart space. Take a deep breath in. Releasing the arms down, exhale. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Inhale, low lunge, stepping your right foot back, lowering the right knee, reaching your arms up to the sky. Exhale, runners stretch, hands to the mat, straightening through your left leg. We're going to rock back and forward here, inhaling forward to your lunge. Exhaling back, runners stretch. Inhaling forward, lunge. Exhaling back, runners stretch. Inhale forward. This time let the left arm circle back as you keep that right arm planted, coming into a twist. Holding here. If you want to keep this fluid flow, we're going to take 3 big arm circles. That left arm reaching down and forward, up and back. And releasing the hands to the mat, step it to plank. Chaturanga as you exhale. Cobra or upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, low lunge. Arms to the sky. Exhale, runners stretch. Rocking back. Inhale, forward, gaze forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Coming into the twist this time. Inhale, forward. Keep the left hand grounded. Sweep that right arm up and back. Holding in your twist, or maybe taking a few sweeps of that right arm. Just listening to your own body, whether you feel like some more movement or stillness. Come back to frame the right foot, tuck the left toes, step them forward, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, upward salute, rise up. Exhale, hands down, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot back this time. Low lunge, arms to the sky. Exhaling, runners stretch. Inhale, forward. Juicing up into the hips and thighs. Exhaling back into the hamstrings. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. One more forward. And back. Forward and into your twist. Holding here. Taking a hold, if you can, of the top of your left foot. Plenty of quad stretch. Squeezing your belly towards the right thigh. Keep that left bicep rolling to the front of your mat. Release your grip. Step into plank. Taking a vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward, low lunge, inhale, reach out for one breath. Exhaling down, runner's stretch or half splits. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. And you can always use your blocks underneath your hands if you need. Inhale forward, find your twist, left arm to the sky, maybe if it's there for you, catching a hold of the top of your right foot. Releasing. Stepping the back foot forward, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale to reach up. Palms touch, draw your hands down. Pause at heart space. Take a few breaths. Maybe closing down your eyes. Connecting back in with your intention. Satya or truthfulness, listening into your own body, letting yourself unravel, unwind. Start to flow, flutter the eyes open, release your hands, inhale, upward salute, find length through the sides of your body as you gaze up, exhale, forward fold, letting your head drop towards your shins, bend your knees as much as you need. Inhaling, stepping your right foot back, this time finding crescent lunge, reaching both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your palms to touch and draw them down to your heart space. Inhale to lengthen your spine forward, keep pressing into the ball of the right foot. Exhale to twist, hooking the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, squeezing your belly towards the left thigh, keep pressing into the ball of the right foot. Take a few breaths here, maybe you can open your arms up. If the twist is too much, you could always lower the back knee or even bring the right hand to the inside of the left foot. If you've opened your arms, bring them back together. Inhale your torso back to center. Exhaling, hands down to the mat, stepping your back foot forward for pyramid. So here's where you might need your blocks or anything to rest your hands on. Keep the back heel in line with the front heel. Let your toes of the back foot be on about a 45-degree angle. From here, hug that left thigh bone in and up towards you. Keep finding the sides of your body lengthening forward. And then once you've got that length through your spine, maybe starting to fold belly onto the left thigh, forehead down towards the left shin. 5 breaths here, wherever you are. You might even just have your hands onto the front shin. Keep trying to keep your hips level. Moving into a revolved triangle. Bring a block or whatever you've got for some height to the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Place your right hand onto the block. Bring your left hand onto your lower back, fingertips pointing towards the back of your mat. Inhale, using that left hand as a reference, start to extend the crown of your head forward, finding length through your spine. And then as you exhale, twisting towards the left side of the room, maybe you can extend your left arm up towards the sky. Keep hugging that left hip back. Remembering you can have that block or your right hand to the inside of the front foot for less difficulty here. Keep opening that left shoulder back, drawing the right side of your chest through, keeping your hips stable. Exhale, release the left hand down towards the mat. standing splits. Inhale, take a halfway lift, gaze forward, lifting the right leg high. Exhale, folding down over your left leg. Let the right foot join the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Good work, everyone. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach and rise up. Palms touch. Draw your hands down through the midline. Other side. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, crescent lunge. This time, left foot stepping back. Arms to the sky. Exhale, hands draw to your heart space. Revolved crescent. Inhale, lengthen your torso forward. Exhale, hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Keep finding the belly turning towards the right thigh. Keep the left leg long. Maybe opening your arms. Pressing the right knee against the left elbow against the right knee. Helping to find this twist. If you've opened the arms, bring them back together. Shifting to pyramid. Inhale your torso to center. Exhaling, hands to the mat or to a blocks. Stepping the left foot a little closer. Keeping the toes of the back foot at a 45-degree angle. Hips level. Right thigh bone drawing in and up. Torso long. Maybe just holding here or starting to fold forward. Only if you can release your belly onto your front thigh can you start to drop your forehead down towards your shin. Otherwise, keep looking for that length through the sides of your body, length through the right hamstring. Use your Ujjayi breath in and out through your nose. Revolve triangle. Block to the pinky toe edge of the right foot. Left hand onto the block. Right hand onto your lower back. Using that right hand as your point to extend through your spine first. And then exhale, twist. Maybe the right hand can reach to the sky. Enjoy that squeeze through the center of your torso. Releasing your right hand down. Halfway lift into standing splits. Inhaling, gaze forward, lifting the left heel as high as you can. Exhale, folding your forehead down towards the right shin. Halfway lift, left foot meets the right. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale to reach and rise up. Exhale, hands down through heart space. Tadasana. Inhale again, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Same flow. Inhaling, right foot back, crescent lunge, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart space. Inhale, lengthen your torso forward. Exhale, twist, revolved crescent. Inhaling and exhaling, maybe opening your arms. Inhaling, hands back together. Exhale into pyramid. Ground your hands. Wobbling around here. Fold over your front leg. Revolve triangle, set it up. Block to the pinky toe edge of the front foot. Left hand onto the lower back. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, revolve and twist. Inhaling, hands back to the mat, halfway lift, lifting the right leg high, standing splits. Exhale, folding forehead to the left shin. This time we're going to add on to our flow. Inhale all the way back into your crescent lunge. Ground the right foot, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, revolve crescent, right arm forward, left arm back. Turn towards the left side of the mat. Reach your fingertips away from one another. I'm going to come into a variation of revolved extended side angle. Inhale, reach your right arm as far forward as you can. As you exhale, drop the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Sweep your left arm down and then all the way to the front of the mat. Again, if this is too deep, just bring the right hand to the inside edge of the left foot or even onto a block. Inhale, rising up. Bring yourself back into your twist. And then bring the right arm all the way back, left arm forward as you pivot into warrior two. Star shape now, turn the left toes parallel with the right, reach the arms out. Exhale, wide stance, forward fold, bowing all the way down, seeing if you can catch a hold of the back of the ankles. Draw your head down towards the mat. Catching some deep breaths here. Bringing your left hand underneath your face, right arm sweeps to the sky, inhaling, twisting to the back of the room. And exhaling, walking your hands all the way back to the mat. We're going to come into a winged dragon. So heel toe your left foot to the outside of the mat, lower your right knee to the mat, and roll onto the pinky toe edge of the front foot. Bringing your left hand onto the left thigh and turning your belly towards that left leg. Bring your left leg back into the midline. Step the back foot to the front foot. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Palms touch. Draw your hands down through heart space. Tadasana, left side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, left leg steps back, crescent lunge, reaching arms to the sky. Exhale, palms touch, draw to heart space. Inhale, spine lengthens forward. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Maybe opening, spreading your wings. Bringing the hands back together, inhale to center. Exhale to pyramid, hands down, step the back foot forward, folding over the right leg. Setting up for your revolve triangle. Left hand to the outside of the right foot, right hand onto the lower back. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to twist, maybe right arm up. Releasing the right hand down towards the floor. Halfway lift into your standing splits. Inhale, lifting the left leg high, gaze forward. Exhale, bow your head towards the right shin. Lift your left heel high. Crescent lunge. Bend through the right knee. Step the left foot back. Reach both arms up to the sky. Inhaling. Exhale, revolved crescent. Left arm forward, right arm back. Extended side angle, revolved. Inhale, reach that left arm as far forward as you can. Exhale, the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Sweeping your right arm down. And then bringing the right bicep alongside your ear. Turning, twisting through your torso. Keep pressing the right knee into the left elbow. Keep the left leg extended. Press into your left ball of your left foot. Let's reverse back into our twist. Inhaling up. Right arm back, left arm forward. And then switch. Bring that left arm back, right arm forward. Turn your left heel down, warrior two. Star pose. Right toes parallel with the left. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, fold forward. Diving down, maybe taking a hold of the back of your ankles. Keep your weight forward into your toes. Take a few breaths. We add our twist. Right hand underneath your face. Left arm reaches to the back of the room. Gazing to the back of the room. And then allow that left arm to guide you all the way back down to the front of the mat. Coming into our winged dragon, heel toe that left foot wide, right foot wide, left knee onto the mat. Bringing your right hand up onto the right thigh, rolling onto the pinky toe edge of the right foot, turning towards the right thigh. Bringing yourself, that foot back into the midline, step the back foot forward, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale, upward salute. Draw your hands down to your heart space. Close down your eyes, pause for a few breaths. Reconnect with your intention. Listening into your own body, your own truth. Unwinding, unraveling any physical tension, any emotional tension that is not serving you. Wringing it out. Take our full flow once more, right and left. Allow to open the eyes, exhale, release your hands. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right foot steps back, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart. Revolved crescent, inhale, torso forward. Exhale, hook the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Holding for a breath, maybe opening the arms. Inhaling your torso back to center. Pyramid pose. Exhale, stepping the right foot forward. Folding over the left leg. Hold for a breath. Keep drawing that left thigh in and up towards you. Revolve Trikonasana. Right hand to the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Left hand onto the lower back. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. Inhaling back to center. Halfway lift with standing splits. Inhaling, rocking your weight forward, lifting that right leg high. Exhaling, folding over the left leg. Crescent lunge, gentle bend through the back of the left leg. Inhaling, rising all the way up. Revolve your crescent, right arm forward, left arm back. Revolved, extended side angle. Inhale, reach forward through the right fingertips. Exhaling, right elbow to the outside of the left knee, sweeping the left arm alongside your left ear. Reverse out to your twist, inhaling up, left arm back, right arm forward. And exhale, switch the arms, left arm forward, right arm back, sit into warrior two. Inhale to start. Exhale, forward fold, dropping your head down towards the mat. Few deep breaths here, rocking your weight forward into your toes, letting your head relax, maybe a few nods or shakes of the head. Adding our twist, left hand underneath your face, right arm up to the sky, inhale. Dragon lunge, sweeping the right hand all the way back to the front of the mat. Heel toe the left foot wide, drop the right knee onto the mat, roll to the pinky toe edge of the left foot, turn towards the left leg. Releasing through that outer left hip. Opening into the front of the right hip. Heel toe the foot back between your hands. Back foot meets the front foot. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach and rise up. Exhale, hands down. Last side, let's go. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, crescent lunge, left foot back. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, torso forward. Exhale, revolved crescent. Open, spread your wings. Inhale, back to center. Pyramid pose. Grounding the back heel, folding forward. Full breath. Revolve triangle. Ground the left palm, lengthen through your spine. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Releasing the right hand down to the mat. Halfway lifts into standing splits. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Crescent lunge. Inhale, bend the right knee, step the left leg back. Exhale, revolved, left arm forward, right arm back. Extended side angle variation, reach left arm forward. Release the left elbow, sweep the right arm down and alongside your ear. Rise back up into the twist, right arm back, left arm forward. And switch the arms, warrior two. And how to start. Exhale, forward fold. Taking a few deep breaths. Yeah, the twist, right hand grounds, left arm to the sky. Dragon lunge, sweep the left arm all the way back to the front of the mat. Heel toe, right foot wide, left knee grounds. Roll to the pinky toe edge of your foot, turn towards the right thigh. And this time we'll just release back into an extended child's pose. Knees wide, forehead to the mat. Taking a few well-earned deep breaths. Maybe a sigh out of the mouth. You'll notice that the twists also creating quite a bit of heat in the body. Good for helping to detox. Letting any sweat just ripple down you. Move into our pigeon pose or sleeping swan, coming forward, bringing your right knee all the way behind your right wrist, shuffling your foot slightly over towards the left, letting your left leg lengthen long. If your right sitting bone isn't on the mat, maybe propping it up with a cushion or block, whatever you've got. And we'll start to fold our way down, folding forward. Resting your head onto the mat or maybe onto the backs of your palms or stacked fists. Your hips here getting a nice stretch. Been working hard, stabilizing us through that flow. We're just letting yourself start to slow down your breath. We're going to shift this into shoelace, bringing your hands back up underneath your shoulders. slide your left knee all the way behind the right. Separate your feet as wide as you can so you can sit down in between your heels. If this isn't possible, taking a block to come and rest your buttocks onto. Just rest your hands onto that top knee. Sitting here for a few breaths, or maybe encouraging a folding forward. Nice little bit of stretch for the back of your hips, the lower back. And walking yourself upright, Adho Matsyendrasana, or a half Lord of the Fishes twist. Place the right foot to the outside edge of the left knee. Hug that right knee in towards your left elbow crease and start to turn towards the back of your mat. Bringing your gaze over the right shoulder, really squeezing in through the center of the torso. And you might like to just hold here for a little extension. Reach your left hand down, grab the pinky toe edge of your foot, extending your left leg and reaching your right arm towards the back of the mat. And wherever you are, bringing your gaze back to center, just sweeping your right leg behind you to come into your pigeon on the left side. Set yourself up for less intensity. Keep that left heel close towards your groin. For more intensity, shuffle it forward till one day the shins parallel to the front of the mat. Use your props, propping up that left hip if you need, and start to fold your way forward. Into your sleeping swan. As you let your head rest onto something, really letting your mind relax, dropping your attention into your body. Sending some breath down to your left hip. And walking your hands up, shifting this into shoelace. Bringing that right knee behind the left. Separate your feet and see if you can sit down in between your heels, keeping the tops of your feet turned down. Just resting your hands onto your left knee, or maybe rounding forward if you did so on the other side. Coming up into your twist, placing the sole of your left foot onto the ground, taking your right elbow, hugging your left knee in towards you, gazing back towards the left shoulder. Keeping both sitting bones grounded, keep lifting through your sternum and heart, revolving towards the back of your mat, holding here, or maybe taking that extra challenge of extending your right hand down to grab the pinky toe edge of your foot. Extending your left arm towards the back of the room. yourself back to center. Just shifting your hips forward. Taking a big forward fold. Reach both arms up to the sky. Exhaling, diving forward, reaching towards your feet. Letting your head drop towards your knees. And then keeping your arms extended long. Start to slowly roll your way all the way down onto your back. Taking one final hug of your knees in towards your chest. Maybe a rock side to side. Maybe a little happy baby or any final postures that your body is asking for. And then release yourself down to find your final Shavasana. If you'd like to again come to rest, one hand on your belly, one hand onto your heart. Going there now. And allow your eyes to close down. Feel all the parts of your body that are touching your mat. Release. Feeling supported by the earth beneath you. Let your breath do as it pleases. Taking this time of rest, observing all the movements and changes within your body, the benefits of your practice washing through you. Ego says, once everything falls into place, I'll feel peace. Spirit says, find your peace and then everything will fall into place. Bringing your attention back, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Giving yourself a big yawn and stretch, reaching your arms up overhead. Bending your knees and rolling onto your right side. Just using your arm like a pillow. And when you're ready, pressing yourself back up. Finding a comfortable seat, cross-legged. Taking a few final breaths, hands together at your heart space. Closing down your eyes. Finding a nice tall spine. Soft shoulders. Soft breath. Scanning your mind, scanning your body, noticing the changes you've made. And thanking one another. We bring the thumbs up between the eyebrows to our third eye. And bow. Namaste. Namaste. Thanks for joining today. Hope to see you again sometime soon.